One.
So we have a federal judge in San Francisco. One of 1,000 federal judges. Do you know his name? No, of course you don't know his name. But he has decided that President Trump's decision to require people seeking asylum to actually come to legal ports of entry, locations where they know they can come, as opposed to just rushing a 2,000-mile-long border, is Trump changing the law. So the illegal aliens are not changing the law. It's the President of the United States trying to enforce the law. And this left-wing judge, that is, a lawyer in black robe, he's decided that he's going to run the immigration policy in the country out of San Francisco, out of his office, where he knows absolutely nothing, where he's in charge of absolutely nothing, where he's trained in only the law as a general matter. He's responsible for absolutely nothing. He's appointed for life, and he's decided for the entire country he's going to set immigration policy. This has been going on a lot since President Trump became president. These Obama judges and Clinton judges, left-wing judges all. So how dare the President of the United States try to stop illegal aliens advised by slip-and-fall immigration lawyers on the phrases to drop in order to get into the country and then be released, but come back in 2 years to court, you know. Come out of the shadows, come back, and we know they don't. And the judge has decided the President of the United States has absolutely no power to do anything about it. Nothing. Nothing. The Congress has decided the President of the United States has no power whatsoever to build a wall and secure the border. Nothing. The media in the United States has decided when people by the thousands are trying to get into this country illegally that the president shouldn't call that an invasion because he's whistleblowing to his KKK and neo-Nazi base, you see. Giving them a wink and a nod. That he should call them a parade. Just poor people who are hungry trying to come into the United States. The fact that 80% of them are young men. The fact that 500 out of a few thousand are criminals. Criminals need food too, ladies and gentlemen. Criminals need food too. So what if they're let loose into your neighborhoods? We'll just take your guns away, as Congressman Swalwell, probably the biggest buffoon of them all, suggests, and we'll undermine the police force. So you won't be able to defend yourself. We'll undermine your local police department. The borders will be wide open, and we'll have paradise right here in America. Meanwhile, your taxes will go up for your public school system. Your taxes will go up for your public health system. Your taxes will go up for local law enforcement, and you'll have no say whatsoever. We have a judge in San Francisco that has decided, he's decided, for every corner of the United States, every region of the United States, every neighborhood in the United States, what the rules are going to be when it comes to asylum. Because he doesn't want the president, quote unquote, rewriting long-established law. No, he'll do it instead. It used to be understood in the federal judiciary that this is an area where the president has plenary power. In fact, the Supreme Court said so when the great Anthony Kennedy ruled on a 5-4 decision that the fact that Arizona was passing state laws to actually enforce federal law, and Barack Milhouse Benito Obama with his mommy issues, that he actually didn't want to enforce federal law. Well, the state of Arizona has no right to enforce federal law if the president of the United States won't enforce federal law. Go figure that one out. But now we have a judge, a real judge in San Francisco, who said the president doesn't have that. Let's call this what it is. The federal government and all of its instrumentalities, whether it's the bureaucracy, the administrative state, whether it's Congress, regardless of party, the judiciary, the unelected, they're pushing the country in one direction and one direction only. They have, quote unquote, I will argue, constitutionalized the progressive agenda. They've constitutionalized it. So they take the Constitution and they bastardize it. That's what they've done. All of a sudden, foreigners who don't even belong into this country have constitutional rights. Their children are automatically American citizens if they're born in this country. Where did this come from? Nobody knows. It started in the 60s and 70s. We think out of the Social Security Administration or one of the departments, and it was pushed by the bureaucracy. The president says, I want to undo this by executive order. You can't change the law by executive order. What law? But don't worry, George Conway, of the famous law firm of Conway, and Wrongway, he's putting together a group of real conservative lawyers who are not going to abandon their principles, and they are going to fight Trump when he doesn't follow and toe the liberal line. So the federal judiciary is especially out of control right now because this president, not for philosophical reasons, just for policy and common sense reasons, is trying to pull the nation back from the precipice, from the abyss. And this is why he's hated. This is why he's hated. You don't have to agree with every single thing he says. You don't have to agree with every single thing he does. This is a historic presidency because he doesn't toe the line of Washington, D.C., either party. The Republican Party is not a conservative party. The Republican Party is a soft progressive party. The Democrat Party is a hardcore statist party. Now, the administration buys into aspects of this, but it doesn't buy into it across the board, and he fights them, and they don't like it. The media are liberal. They're in the tank. Let's stop kidding ourselves. They're not defending freedom of the press. They're defending liberalism. They're defending progressivism. We never had a president like this before. I've never seen anything like this. He's Hitler. He's a liar. He's Stalin. He's mentally unfit. He's a this, and he's a that, and he's a that. In fact, we're going to interview Al Sharpton now. And we're going to get his input on racism and anti-Semitism. This is what the idiot Joe Scarborough did. Let's get the input from Al Sharpton. Our next guest, who? Farrakhan. Oh,